The truth shall set you free, if you can find it, which can be difficult in the middle of war. Truth, it has been said, is the first casualty of war. And some media outlets are proving just that. Misinformation is just another weapon to be wielded by those who oppose Israel. Words matter, and some of the left just cannot bring themselves to condemn a terrorist group that beheads children. So what and who to believe in a dangerous and challenging time? Israel is surrounded by enemies, Hamas to the south, Hezbollah to the north, Iran wreaking havoc in the region, China threatening to insert itself. The enemies of Israel should be forewarned. The world's greatest military is positioned in the Mediterranean Sea and has pledged unfailing support for Israel. We're joined now by Danny Danon, Israel's former ambassador to the UN, current member of the Knesset's Foreign Affairs and Defense Committees. Welcome. There is so much misinformation out there, either by negligence or with intent. The hospital in Gaza is a perfect example. So how can our viewers get the facts in a war a half a world away?
So as you mentioned, Trey, our enemies lie all the time. You know, you mentioned the hospital. They lied about the number of casualties. You know, it was maybe a dozen people who died, and they said 500 people. And they lied about the source. They blamed Israel. And many networks immediately adopted their version. So I think the audience should be smart, should understand that it's part of the warfare of the terrorists is to play with the media. And they became very good at it. You know, they plan everything. And even when you look at the atrocities they committed 2 weeks ago in our communities, they took the time to videotape everything and to broadcast it live on Facebook. So they know how to play with the media. We have to understand it. But I think what we have to do, we have to win in the battleground. Maybe if they will continue to lie and we will continue to fight, at the end of the day, they will not be around to message or to send anything to anyone.
Ambassador, there are some in the region, and frankly, there are some American politicians who have set this up as the West against Arabs. Surely there are Arab nations, to your point about the barbarism committed by Hamas, surely there are Arab nations who understand you cannot do what Hamas did and not expect some kind of reprisal.
So I don't accept it. I have many Arab friends, and they called me after they saw the barbaric behavior of the Hamas-ISIS terrorist organization. And they told me we condemn it. This is not part of Islam. This is not a part of our mentality or heritage. And I believe them because they know that those radicals will come after them. Moderate Muslim, they don't accept it, those radicals. So I think we should focus on the radicals and we should get the support from the moderate Arab countries. And they should be strong. They should tell their people we cannot endorse those inhuman, barbaric who actually killed babies, raped women, kidnapped more than 200 people. No one can justify such a behavior.
Ambassador, are there any Arab nations that are willing, if this is a humanitarian crisis, if it is going to be a humanitarian crisis, are there Arab nations that are willing to let the Palestinians cross their border and hang out there? I mean, the innocent Palestinians, not Hamas, but are Arab nations willing to help out and let Palestinians come while this war is prosecuted?
Well, you know, in the past we have seen refugees moving from Syria into Jordan, into Turkey. But you know what we have seen? We have seen few countries say, we will never accept Palestinians. So instead of saying that they're reaching a hand to their brothers and sisters, they're saying the opposite. We will not accept anyone from Gaza. And I think that's a pity. I think, you know, they should look into receiving those people who want to leave Gaza. Because some of them, you know, they live under the occupation of Hamas, under the Hamas regime. I'm sure they would have been very happy to move to another place.
Before I let you go, everyone believes a ground offensive is imminent. The time gives Hamas a chance to prepare. I guess it also builds world opinion. What do you attribute the delay from the time of the attacks by Hamas until the ground offensive? What do you attribute the delay to?
So we are determined to eradicate Hamas today. We will do it. I can guarantee it to you. But we take the time to prepare. We don't care how long it will take. We will go in, we will hunt them down, and we will eliminate them, period. So, you know, they are ready there. We know that. But they've been waiting for us for years, and we will go slowly. I called the troops today, and I told the commanders, take your time. Don't risk our troops when you go in. Do what you have to do in order to eliminate Hamas. And also we allow the population in northern Gaza to move south. 70% of the population already moved south. And we hope that more people will move south because Hamas is hiding behind those civilians. And we hope to minimize the number of civilian casualties.
Ambassador, thank you for joining us. We will continue to be watching, and America stands in solidarity with Israel.
Thank you, Trey.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.